As mentioned in a previous video, when I select a chunk in a document, it shows up in a card in the right-hand column. This view is synchronous, which means that if I select something, for example here, it will be selected in the document, and if I select it down here, it will be selected as well. So these views always stay in tune with each other. There are two different types of cards. One is a selected item, which is any item that I select here in the document that has not already been added to my report. And then there are report items that are listed down here that are items that I have both selected and added to my report. We'll grab this confidential information right here. And you'll notice in the selected item card, there's a couple things I can do. I can either add it to report using this button here, add to report, or I can drag it into a specific position where I might want it. So if I click add to report here, it will go just down to the bottom. But these drag handles, which exist on both the selected item and the report items, will allow me to put it into a different position if I want. So let's just put that up there. Grab another chunk here. And then you'll also see that I have this option here, which is linked to an item. And that allows me to either replace the content of another card that's already here, so I can drag it onto that, or I can drag it onto another card and create a repeat, and that repeat would actually allow me to create a bunch of different pieces of content that all have the same tag. We will go over both of those options in more detail in other videos. When I have an item in the list, I can also click this trash can here and remove it. And it's important to note that that does not remove any of the information from the document, from Dokigami or anything like that. It simply takes it out of the report. I can also change the tag as mentioned before. So this, for example, has been called now therefore when we know this is also some sort of clause. We'll call this mutual covenants. So in some cases, it will autofill this for me, but in this case it did not. I typed it in here and I misspelled it, but I can change that. And then hit enter and it will accept the new tag. And this tag, as mentioned before, it will now go through all these documents in this doc set and look for this exact clause or something similar to this clause, and it will change those clauses to mutual covenants as well. The last thing I want to point out on these cards are the check marks on the right-hand side of each one. And what these mean is these are confirmed cards, and a confirmation means that I am agreeing that this tag belongs with this content. In this case, it's been assigned blue because these are items that I chose from the document and added here. If I go to my next doc, they will show up in just a moment. They will show up as green because I've gone through and manually confirmed that these pieces of content match these tags. We'll talk in much greater detail in future videos about confirmations and the process of it and go into some more detail, but for now you should just understand that these confirmations give Dokigami training data in order to improve our precision and accuracy.